Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.
So, this is DJ745 here with Shaggy, Mr. Bombastic, who I feel has been a true ambassador for Jamaica. Countless hit songs for 3 decades, 2 Grammys under his belt, so many awards and accolades internationally. He's even sang for the Queen, and here in 2020, we're talking about his brand new album, Christmas in the Islands. How are we doing today, Shaggy?
That's quite a resume you just read out. I'm good, man. Thank you. I'm you're just trying to get into the holiday season,
Okay.
and get into the vibe. Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, I think the first time that we spoke was probably more than 20 years ago, and it's great that you're still making good quality, clean music. So we give thanks to you for that.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. Respect. Yes, sir.
Good. Christmas in the Islands. So this year's kind of been a funny year for everyone worldwide. Let's talk about this brand new album.
Mm-hmm. Well, Christmas in the Islands. It really started from a conversation I had. Well, we did the Disney Christmas special with me and Sting, and we ended up doing songs like Silent Night and Little Drummer Boy and reggae. I said it would be cool if we just do like a Christmas reggae album. And so I started it at the top of the year and figured out why, well, I link with Sting and get it done. But then the pandemic happened and I figured it would only last 2 months. And, but Sting was stuck in the UK, I was stuck in New York, then I ended up getting back to Jamaica finally, and I was stuck in Jamaica. So at that point, it was pretty clear that it was going to be a Shaggy album, and I'll be talking about a Caribbean style Christmas.
Okay.
And, I literally just on this album created what we would do. In Christmas in Jamaica is all about the party, the day party, the night party, the beach party, the white party, the rum party, whatever it is. And they normally just play dancehall and reggae music, party music. And so I literally just did some dancehall and reggae party songs and did them with a Christmas theme and created Christmas in the Islands.
Okay. I mean, to me, it sounds like you've had quite a lot of fun putting this album together. I mean, when I look at some of the guests that are joining you on this project, I can just sort of feel that there's been a really good vibe in putting this album together, despite what is going on around the world.
Yeah, man. It was great because, everything about the album is about relationships. I just pick up my phone and I call a Beanie Man or a Bounty Killer or a Juna Reid or, even Neo. These are relationships that I have, and on people that I have we have mutual respect for each other's craft. And, so I could come to somebody like a Juna Reid who was a Rasta man and tell him some more a Christmas record, and, he was willing to rock with me on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, something that we've been accustomed to with Shaggy is the collabs. Now, in terms of how did you actually, let's say, for example, think, right, Junior Reid fits that particular song, or Remain Virgo fits this particular song. So how does that creative process work?
Really and truly, I started writing the song first and let the song dictate the collaboration. Like once for instance, Open Presents with Romy and Virgo. That's a song. Once I added, I was like, okay, who would really bring the sauce to this? And it just sounded like Romain to me, you know what I mean? So I just literally just called him. I said, "Now something for you," and he just came in and just, doing thing. And nobody does it like how he does it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I know that a couple of the singles that I know have been doing pretty well over here in the UK was the Ragamuffin Christmas with Junior Reid and Bounty. Also 12 Days of Christmas, the one with Beanie and Craigie T as well.
Nice song. I love that too.
There's a really good vibe and things. And then obviously, you've called on some of the international collaborations. So we've got people like Joss Stone, Neo, who you've worked with before as well.
Yeah. Joss Stone one was I wrote the song and I sent it to her, but when she sent it back to me, she changed the vibe of it. She sang the melody a little bit different, and I was like, I heard it and I was like, wow, I didn't expect her to take it there, but I like it, So I ended up changing the production to really suit it, because she brought a kind of a jazz feel to it, which I was like thinking of it as a cool one-drop reggae record. But the way she swang it, she just twisted the melody and hold it. I was like, and the vibe she put on it was really, really great. And it just showed you how her artistry is and how much of a visionary she is. And she inspired me to really move the track into the direction that you heard it.
Okay, okay. And I mean, one of the things that I sort of, really strongly feel is that at the moment here in the UK, it's only about 4 degrees. The album artwork is calling on me to jump on a plane to come over to Jamaica.
The videos too, if you see the holiday in Jamaica video, it just makes you want to be on vacation. Put it this way, we're doing also a Christmas special, and that should be aired on Christmas Day at 9 o'clock on both television stations in Jamaica and on my YouTube channel. And it's, for years you've been raised, and we've been looking at Christmas specials, from Bing Cosby's Christmas special to now you're watching the Mariah Carey Christmas special. And I can't help but think, which one of those Christmas special represents us?
Okay.
None, you know what I mean? So why not create something that really represents us, or culture? And to me, when people reggae and dancehall and Jamaica, we are the embryo of cool. Hip hop music came from dancehall and reggae. Reggaeton comes from dancehall and reggae. Afrobeat borrows from dancehall and reggae. Yeah. So when are we going to represent ourselves? When are we going to have ourselves in history? You know what I mean? So creating this and involving all my brothers on it, is part of that. It's something that will live on for years and years and years and years. And we have brought the cool to it. We have finally brought the cool to Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about.
I totally hear you. And I think that the point that you brought up about, doing something for ourselves, for our own culture, I think is such an important point, because we see people, taking aspects of Jamaican music into other music forms, but we've got to make sure that we preserve our heritage, the history.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's great.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you do so much for Jamaica and the music itself. How do you think the people of Jamaica have handled the COVID situation so far?
I mean, it's hard on us, like any other country, but we also realize that we don't have, it's not a level playing field. We don't have the privileges that some of these bigger countries have with hospital and facilities. And we know we cannot handle rising numbers. So, doing the shutdown, the lockdown was something that had to be done. There have been strict curfews. And what I like is about the culture of Jamaican people, they'll see somebody in a restaurant or in a public place that don't have their mask on and check them. You're like, yo, where your mask at? So it's not even, the authorities ain't even really telling you that. It's just people in general are like, yo. And you just got to kind of make masks be cool. You got to make it cool that everybody wants to wear it and wants to put it on. So, and I don't see the big deal. Wear a mask. Not, if that's going to save people's lives and bend the curve, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I guess that this year has been quite different for you personally, because you've not obviously been able to tour, apart from earlier this year. I think you were in the UK just when this whole pandemic broke out. But I guess it's probably been a different year for you, maybe spending more time in Jamaica, locked away in the studio.
Yeah, it's been amazing because I got to spend time with my children a lot more. I got into cooking for them a lot. I got into them, into doing a lot of things. Yeah, COVID is either going to be the best year or the worst year. Bad year because of COVID, obviously, but it could be something that is eye-opening in the sense that you really find out who your kids are. Really get to spend time with your family and really tap into the simpler things in life and make you realize that, the little things also matter a lot, and even sometimes even more than the big things.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you, because I think that a lot of people are sort of finding that I'm actually able to appreciate what I have in my own life and being more grateful.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Now, I mean, one of the things I wanted to ask you about was your foundation, the Make a Difference Foundation. Shaggy and Friends, the last staging was in 2018. I'm guessing that there are going to be plans for it to come back out in the future.
Um, that's a tough one. That's a
Okay.
tough one. You know, these are things I'd have to sit with my team, because people see Shaggy on Friends and think it's just Shaggy. The friends are a big part. You know, I have the ability to bring people together, but the execution of it and making it work and do well are these people. And, you know, they have to feel like they are motivated and want to be on board to make it happen. You know, so that would have to be a conversation that we have down the line to make it happen or not.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm guessing that, you know, this year has been probably a year where you've probably been able to focus more on getting into the studio. What else are you cooking up for all your fans for 2021? Because you know what, you've been in Jamaica, what, probably for like 6 months straight. And I know that there's more to come from Shaggy, not just Christmas in the islands. So what else have we got cooking?
There's a lot. There's a whole lot. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Okay.
It's you know, you gotta look out for Spice's album, which we're producing, and you know, that I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to see when that comes out, probably around March, and that's one of the big projects. You know, Kemar Icon, Noah Power. If you're loving the holiday in Jamaica, you gotta stay tuned for the rhythms. You know, we
Okay.
got some great features coming out on that beat, you know, on that holiday in Jamaica beat. That's gonna be great. So yeah, a bunch of things.
Sounds like there's going to be quite a few things to look out for as well then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah. I mean, I feel like, you know, you've achieved so much in your career to date. 3 things that go through your mind right now that you want to achieve, whether it's personally or musically, going forwards.
I'd love to see I don't necessarily that I have to achieve it. There's just things that I would love to see change. I would love for us as a culture and dancehall and reggae, I'd love to see the numbers reflect. I'd love to see us be competitive with other genres like Afrobeat or hip hop or reggaeton. You know, we have the lowest streaming numbers out of everybody. I'd love to see that change. I'd love to see us have the clout to sit in meetings and have the right conversations with Spotify, with Live Nation, with Pandora, with any of these entities. You know what I mean? And try and determine a better future for the culture of dancehall and reggae. You know what I mean? Those are the things that why I'm still doing what I'm doing and what I'm fighting for at this point. You know, I want reggae artists to have pensions. You know, most rock artists that are aging rock artists, they have music out there that still sells to this day and still take care of their lives. You know, it's called the pension plan. They have their publishing that makes them money. Um, most reggae artists don't have that. They don't own their publishing. It's owned by other entities. They don't own their masters. It's owned by other entities. They don't get their streaming on and neighboring rights income. And those are just things that we have to change the narrative of. You know,
Yeah.
we got to change the cycle of that. So these are the things why I'm still pushing really hard and what I'm working for at this point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's quite strange that, you know, you're saying that, you know, we have the lowest streaming numbers in reggae across music platforms, yet Jamaica is an island that, you know, the output is so massive and the talent is
Well,
so.
that's because we are, like I said, we're the embryo of the cool. Everybody will come to us for it. There's no shortage of superstars. If you look at what Yellow Man did in his day, right, when he was making the world stop and notice him in a genre that wasn't played on any radio station at all, but he made the world stop and notice and made major labels had to sign him. He wasn't just a star; he was a superstar.
Yeah.
You know, when you think of what Shabba Ranks did, he wasn't a star; he was a superstar. You know what I mean? If you think of what I did, Old Carolina was the first song to ever go dancehall song to ever go #1 in the British chart. I followed it up with Boombastic. which is the first reggae or dancehall record to debut at #1 on the British chart. And I did it again after that with Angel and Wasn't Me and with the Hot Shot album. That's not regular because at those times, it wasn't like the genre was a genre that was regularly played on radio or that record companies would invest in anyway because there was no track record of it working before. You can't do that by just being a star. You have to be a superstar.
True.
You have to be above average to achieve these things. You know what I'm saying? You got to take lime and make lemonade. You've got to be able to take mix show money and create what, we were selling what NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and Michael Jackson sold. I never had a budget like any of them at all. But I did it with whatever little I had. That takes, it's not a level playing field. That takes extraordinary talents to make that happen.
Well, I think talent...
And there's no shortage of that in Jamaica.
No. I mean, I think talent, but also determination.
Oh, well, you got to have the hunger, brother. You cannot achieve anything without the hunger.
True.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, I think when I come out to Jamaica probably at least once a year and do the music thing in Kingston, I'm always kind of blown away by the amount of talent that there is out in Jamaica.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
It breeds it. It breeds these guys. It's there's guys that will run rings around me. Absolutely. It's whether or not they're hungry enough. Because sometimes, like Bounty Killer explained it to me the best. He says, am I going to be that artist where I only make music to feed myself? So what when my belly is full? I stop. And it's so on point because that's what a lot of them do. They forget the hunger after their belly is full. You know what I'm saying? So if I was starving before and you gave me a plate of food and I'm feeling good right now, did I forget that yesterday I was hungry?
True. No,
you're going to start working hard to make sure you stay fed for the rest of your life. That's the hunger. The hunger is not having it. The hunger is making sure you never not have it.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah. So this year, Christmas for yourself and the family, I'm guessing that it's going to be probably a slightly different affair for you then.
It's going to be for everybody because, there are restrictions and there's curfews and we won't be having parties. We got a number of limitation on the amount of people that could be over your home. And it's going to be in Jamaica. I'm in New York right now. I'm going to be doing a couple of televisions to promote the album. And then I go back to Jamaica and I will have Christmas in Jamaica with my family. And it's great. It's going to be a great holiday time. I have a lovely family. I love my daughters. I miss them every day. I want to be around them. And yeah. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Cool. Well, look, we really give thanks for your time today. And we're definitely going to do everything that we can to keep promoting Christmas in the islands here over in the UK. And we look forward to some more hot music in 2021. We give thanks for your time today. One love.
Yes, sir. Give thanks and praise. Much love. Thank you.
Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.